Greetings, Commandos, this is Pagan Horde, and we are looking at the number 10 of the Long War playthrough. Now, what's going on? Please do some YouTube stuff, of course, including the buttons, the bells, the join, whichever you fancy. So, to resume, we now have a wee bit of supplies and we survive a chosen attack, but we're still under strain of not having enough soldiers for anything, really. And we're gonna go back toward this region because the force level of that one is the strength level is already 4. So it's getting a bit real. Item from a vault, an intel package. That's not a priority, so we're gonna wait. Review. Ambush enemy strength. We're getting to 16 to 18 enemies. Wow. Unable to do that. Oh, we have our first counter of a dark event. And that's the hidden event. So those are the missions that you can counter hidden dark event or dark events for permanent or temporary upgrades. And they are really important, but this zone is already getting into the 13 to 15 enemies, which is a lot. But we have 8 days. Perhaps we can over-infiltrate. We're gonna take a look. Because stopping Dark Event is extremely important. If you get too much of them, well, they're simply gonna overwhelm you. By having more skilled soldier than you. So I want to infiltrate at least to 125% to have a bonus. With the boost, it would be 7 to 9. I'm gonna boost this one. I'm gonna spend the intel. It's worth it to stop a dark event. So our grenadier here is gonna get another grenade. To grenade the grenadier. Gawain already has a nickname. That's awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be that. And we're gonna spend the intel to make sure we can do this mission. This is the first dark event mission we've managed to get. Like this. Tougher combat unit with bonus hit points. I was not able to stop that one. It's getting real. Or that means mostly troopers and soldiers are gonna get more hit points. Supply raid. 7 days. Oh shit. I want to do that. But I can't. 7 days supply raid. Fuck, I'm out of soldiers. We could cancel that VIP that we said was yeah, I'm gonna cancel that one. I'm gonna abort it.
Course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
I'm gonna take these soldiers and do the raid instead.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We've got him. Heading home.
The raid is a full salvage mission, and it stops reinforcements from going in to that region and making that region stronger. So it is, if you can get them, it is both loot and preventing the region from getting stronger. So yeah, sweep objective, full salvage. Definitely worth it. Ranger. Their first laser rifle. Pew pew. Yeah, I'm gonna put everyone if I can. No, the rookie would make it a bit too much. This would be very light, 10 to 12. We can handle that. Hopefully, maybe, to be determined. Volcano needs more lava. Husker is fine. Okay, let's go like that. The raid convoy supersedes the Rescue 1 soldier that we had the other updates. Gotta pick your battles.
Sky Ranger deployed.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
And I'm lucky to get this thing with 7 days to infiltrate. Supply raids are often the ones that are too late. Find a skirmisher worked. Nice. I now have a new faction hero.
This is the headquarters of the
Yes.
Skirmisher faction. They may look like Advent, but they sure don't act like it. Now that we've established contact, we can scan at this location to gain additional support for our cause.
You know them as they were.
Nice, we get the
soldiers of
skirmisher.
Advent. Now they are free to choose. If you stay your course, Commander, they will stand with you until the end.
Marvelous.
My kind were once the puppets of Advent.
I get some
slaves
faction
of
order.
Advent's twisted vision.
Weak point and
Now,
modular construction.
slowly we are free, and all who see their bonds
Very
broken
nice.
are driven to fight the elders with a
Any
rage
shredding attack volume
that
does an
cannot
additional 1
stop.
shred. That is extremely useful.
We will destroy all that the
Facility
elders
construction
value.
speed is 25%.
All skirmishers, all those
Just
free
25% for
from the
construction
elders
is very
fall.
situational,
I'm
and
eager to hear
only
your
25%. It's really weak. But I'll definitely take the other one. Right, so that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. We have an ambush risk of 21. But we can definitely start working on the assassin. Or we could gather some supplies. Find a supply depot. Those are high failure chance. So we're gonna do that one. Gonna have to use Warden, but it's worth it. I'm gonna send Frida, because this will give me additional resistance odor, as well as starting to hunt that bitch.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Let's just upgrade these guys. Promote soldier. I get the... okay, so you're a corporal already. That's good.
I can see
Total
the
combat
allure
is
of the
extremely
Advent
good.
Therapy clinic. A few minutes under the
So is
knife,
Justice.
You've got a clean bill of health. Too bad you need a chip to get in.
Packs +1 charge for every utility item and grenade. That's really cool. Gain 1 mobility and 5 aim. No longer ends your turn. Grenades have no cooldown. That is so useful. So is Justice. So I'm gonna go Justice and Packmaster. And you... Spike? Spike is a cool name. You're gonna be formidable. Alright, Inquisitor for a skirmisher. Inquisitor is a nice name. Okay. So, I'm actually not going to... Since we're out of soldiers, I'm actually going to go to the Templar HQ
Cutting
to
course
heal
for the
faster.
West Asian corridor.
To try to regain as much soldier as I can.
When inspired, our team is actually
Okay.
quite efficient.
Research done. Advanced laser weapons is a good idea. We could simply do a bit of autopsy as well. Decisions. Let's do the robotic.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Because right now, even if against the advanced weapon,
Commander,
advanced
we
laser, I
can
would not have the
construct radio
budget to
relays
buy
in any
some.
region where we've made contact with the local resistance.
Resource cache. No, we're gonna ignore that. Right.
Next time.
Failed. I'll take that.
If you thought the elders were unhappy with you before, just wait.
Rescue a defector. We have our defector in.
Those Advent goons.
Oh crap, but it's only in 4 days. How much intel do we have? 44. We already... Did we commit over here to use, we committed over here to use some intel. So no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Facility lead, which is great, but that's in 3 days, so we're gonna ignore it.
Continue your petty games.
Okay, another failed attempt. I'll take it.
No place left to run.
This will prove to be an important
The
step forward.
robotic is done. Gremlin Mark II, red screen round. You're inspired for the magnetic. I'm actually not gonna use it. Because 19 days, and I need those 50 supplies to build laser weapon. So no, I'm not gonna use it. I will do research that requires no supplies for now.
While most of my involvement in the chip development...
When that alien debris is done in 6 days, it will give us another 70-ish supply, which would give us enough budget to perhaps build a few laser rifle. Start liberating the region, but only 3 days, so that doesn't work. Alloy plating, sure. Sure. Alright. Do we need to boost it? I mean, we're infiltrated 125. We are at 10 to 12. 10 to 12 with 6 people. We should be able to handle this. I hope. I think. Alright, so we're going to attempt to do this like this without using boost. Because we don't have that much intel either. Alright, let's try and stop a dark event. Alright, Fading Saga. Let's prevent a dark event. The first one of its kind. That we can actually prevent. This is our first dark event mission. We have 10 to 12 enemies, so let's hope it goes well. Because those terrain missions usually don't have a lot of turns before it goes to shit. Yeah, I only have 10 turns to get to that place. At least it's not too far, relatively speaking. So I have a chance to get to that objective.
That's affirmative. Looks like hostiles over here.
Ooh, but we only have 4 of them. Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be one of those. Okay, Jaws here is our specialist with the stun. An assault that is specialist with the stun that uses an assault rifle, actually. So, I'm gonna move forward to engage them next turn, essentially.
Got it. Moving.
It is possible that I get discovered.
I have eyes on the enemy.
And there's 5 of them then. Which could be considered almost half of the enemies.
Good to go.
But since we only have 10 turns to go...
Got it covered.
Ooh, that's tempting. Actually, the sniper maybe is the only one I'm gonna leave behind with the Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now.
He has the range, so... in case we get discovered, we're gonna at least get one shot in. If not, we can prepare a nice ambush for all of these guys. It is 5 of them, which is not perfect, but yeah, 9 turns really puts a crunch on how much preparation time we can do. So, the question becomes, do we do an Overwatch type of ambush? Or do we go straight in? I'm tempted to go straight in. Because of our team composition with Assault and Shinobi, We're better at taking care of stragglers than doing Overwatch, so I'm gonna go straight in.
Grenade out!
Especially if I intend to use the overdrive on the mech. There we go, we got one kill right away, 1 damage.
We've been spotted!
Alright. Spotted, that's fine. We're not expected to do a lot of stealthy stuff at this point. Alright, so these odds are not the best. There's the potential to run and gun, there's the potential to stun. There's also the potential to go in with you. And I think that's what I will do. Gawain, with the adaptive aim, is gonna go full overdrive right away. I know I'm spending resources right away, but if we can get rid of which is essentially almost half, if not half, the enemy force by the turn 2, I think it's a great start to that mission. It's not enough. Alrighty, so what are my other options? I can go over here with you and get a nice bonus. So may I, pardon me, flesh our annoying priest? Yes, I can. It would leave me in a not great spot without cover, but we're attempting a kill right now, which just goes to shit. Okay. Let's hope for a 51 to finish off this guy. It works, but it's a damnable stasis. I really hate that. So Jaws,
Here I come.
you go for a kill as well. Ah, shit. Okay. Okay. So our plan misfired. So now we have to... What's the worst? The worst is getting hit by that sentry instead of getting hit by that drone, which will potentially just stun. So I'm gonna move you forward and grenade the sentry to finish off this guy.
Grenade out!
So there's nothing I can do about the sustain of the stasis. And I prefer getting stunned than taking massive damage, so making choices. Oh, so you attack with the stasis. Okay. Right, and you do that on the mech. And then you fire, right.
I'm hit bad!
Right. I really dislike stasis. It's impossible to counter. And you're leaving yourself open to a counter-attack every time. I'm gonna get the stun. So, please take your revenge. That'll do.
Did you see that one?
And then you can get some better cover because there's more enemies somewhere out there. And you're now very much damaged. But I fear that if I go further this way, I may trigger them. I'm gonna go back.
I can handle that.
Back toward over there. Very well. 8 ball. Take the other drone out if you can. Good hit, so I cannot complain.
Armor still holding.
Jaws, you can get rid of this one, hopefully. Okay.
How many's there now? My ammo's
Now
running
I
low.
have the choice with you to either get rid of the stun or try to finish off the other drone, which I think I'll try to get the other drone first.
I'm trusting you here.
Avoid another stun. 66. What about shutdown? Shutdown 95. Please shut it down. Okay, so this isn't perfect. Our shinobi got damaged, but that stasis is... I don't have proper counter for it.
Haywire,
I'm open to suggestion on that, because stasis has really always been a problem with me. Pardon me. Okay, so we've taken on 6 enemies already, if we count this guy.
I'm on my way.
Then we can assume there's going to be more near the train.
Missed.
Come on, guys.
Ammunition resupply requested.
Come on, guys.
come on!
And I don't want to use charge with you. You need a sniper to finish up a downed drone, or you're gonna miss 2? Gonna miss 2. Of course.
Still moving.
Oh, there goes the advantage we had. And the 4th miss.
Target's still up.
Of course.
Negative ammo.
Seems doable.
Fucking XCOM.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay. And, well, I'm expecting that miss. SMGs are not the best for reaction fire. But nonetheless, this hurts.
Who are you guys? I can, give it a try.
Right, so now we have reinforcements at the yellow. And I'm fairly sure there's going to be another group in this area. So, yeah, we need to regroup and reload before we go any further.
Here I come.
So let's just advance very carefully.
Back in.
Just gonna do that and reload.
Now reloading.
Can you clean this up, please?
That is not good. Gonna need to reload soon.
Come on, guys. Please. Well, you get a graze, which is already better,
Toss me some ammo.
I guess. Okay.
Hostile target down.
So, let's move on.
I hope it's worth it.
These little drones. They're by default not that dangerous, but in the early game, they have innate defense that makes them... Well, they can ruin your day. Pretty much. Alright, but now we have reinforcements at the yellow. We need to move toward the objective. We only have 5 turns left. Typically, if you're highlighting an explosive, it does mean that it could hit or kill somebody. Which is interesting. So I'm not going to take the shot with you, I'm going to take the shot with the mech and the big gun, which are, or at least his heavier gun. There's a better chance of
Advent position confirmed.
exploding the thingy outright, but now I've, yep, okay, they're there. I hope I can still use the explodey. Yeah, because this guy is now up there. Cool. Cool. Actually, these guys lined up extremely well for the heavy weapon. This is gonna hurt. Wow. Okay. So our bad luck from the earlier of the mission just got negated. So yeah, I guess RNG, give it and take it away. So. I don't know if I killed all of them right now. So I'm wary about approaching further. Let's move you into cover here. I don't see... I think I've taken them all out. That is amazing. So,
10-4.
in that case, let's go for the objective. Could perhaps get them from here with... Yes.
Menace 1-5.
That's
this is
beautiful.
Avenger. We have positive confirmation of the target package. Move
Since
to
we've
acquire.
secured this, then I will call in the Sky Ranger right away. Something like this.
Can I get an evac here? This is Firebrand. Evac
And I'm
request
gonna hold
confirmed.
my ground,
Hold tight.
more or less,
Roger that.
until I can safely evac.
No need to ask twice.
Looks quiet. It looks like we've obliterated the entire remaining enemies in one fell swoop.
Attempting
So, go
infiltration.
for it. Wow. Talk about a roller coaster of a mission. Alright, let's go for broke. Let's go for the large one. Okay.
Accessing system. We've got access. We've got the goods.
Alright,
Menace
mission
1-5.
successful.
Status
Now all I need to
confirmed.
do is
Charges
dig in
are inactive and the package is secure.
and be
Eliminate
ready
any remaining hostiles near
to
the
evac.
AO.
I'm on it.
That is beautiful.
Overwatch. Scanning.
Optical sensors on Overwatch.
The cavalry's here.
Alright, reinforcements incoming. So I'm gonna do another round of Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Moving to Overwatch.
Reinforcements does not really matter in the grand scheme of things. What matters is getting your mission done. But if you get something like a sentry, which I believe we do here, they can place themselves in an annoying overwatch over your evac zone and make things harder for you. So if you can take them out,
I've got eyes
or
on
have a
target
chance to take
position.
them out and overwatch, it's a good thing to do. Well, not like that. Like this.
Target neutralized.
9 damage. Those mechs are so useful early game. Looks like this guy is hesitating a bit. We have a mild freeze. I don't blame him too much.
How many's there now?
Alright, well, it's a very up and down mission. It
This is Firebrand. It's time
started
to go.
extremely well, then took a dip where we missed 5 times in a row a, in theory, easy shot.
Testing you here.
But then we obliterated the entire leftover
Heading out.
into one fell swoop. Well then, I'll call it a win, I guess. Let's not forget the sniper.
Alright, I'll go.
We did get our shinobi wounded
Evac
though,
confirmed.
because of damn stasis.
This is Firebrand. Package is secure. All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Alright, so we got only one wounded, I think, the shinobi. Yeah. With 12 kills. It'll have to do. Shinobis in the early game get wounded a lot until they get momentum and can melee then move again to safety.
They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world
Again,
burns
Spark was
around
so
them.
goddamn useful. As soon as I can build more mechs, I will. They're so useful in the early game. If I can get 5 or 6 of them built
Executed
early,
to the highest standard.
it's gonna do a
Excellent
huge
work,
difference.
Commander.
So you get 16 days off. Mace. It's a really difficult one, the Corporal. Not triggering Overwatch is awesome. Executioner is awesome because it can pair extremely well later with Reaper. Reaper, as long as you do a kill, you can keep fighting, you can keep killing, but with a diminishing return. But when you add this, you can go on a rampage. Combative is also extremely useful, so if something melees you, like a Muton or later some big nasty, you can simply parry and counter, so you're a lot less vulnerable. It's an extremely hard choice to do. Since your name is Mace, you're gonna be a bludgeon and you're gonna be combative. We have a few shinobis that will be ghost walkers. Yeah, it's always difficult to choose with these guys. Precision shot and lone wolf is also a hard choice because snipers are often left alone on their perch and will be granted some great bonuses from that. But the precision shot to when you have a big guy to kill is also extremely good. You're gonna go lone wolf. So you are my zapper guy. So you will continue with zapping. So I'm gonna use this assault not with a shotgun but with an assault rifle. And his primary goal will be to stun. I made the mistake earlier in my first Long War playthrough to underestimate the zapper, because some of the late game enemies are very vulnerable to it. Something like a gatekeeper, which is one of the most dangerous enemy in the game. You can just one-shot zap them stun easily. So do not underestimate the zapper. Field Surgeon. Grenadier will be Sapper. I don't want posters. I don't want that thing. Why does it exist? Okay. Shock and hair trigger. So we didn't get any special loot, but we prevented the dark event, which is kind of important. How much soldiers do we have available right now? 13, which is one of the best totals we've had in a while. We have a rookie that we need to train. Skirmisher now.
Proud of what we've managed to do here.
Okay. Hey, the witch is back. Okay, so we have a reasonable team.
To see us fight back, to know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me, he knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith.
I know that I could put something on the proving ground, but for now I'm keeping my supplies for mechs and laser rifle. Because the scale is continuing to upgrade. They have the dark event, tougher unit combat, tougher bonus hit points, tougher to hit. We all start needing scopes and laser rifle to stay competitive.
The deceitful traitors who have
Alright, so this region that we uncovered has a strength of 5, which is a lot. So I'm gonna go hit that place which has a strength of 1. And perhaps we now have enough intel to consider opening a 4th place. If I make contact with India, how much intel does it cost? 80. Alright. I will do that once I have 105 intel. The reason is that you need 25 intel to push the infiltration. So if we get a emergency, I need to keep always at least a push for infiltration. So as soon as I hit 105, I'm gonna grab a 4th place. For now, I'm gonna go back to this place, which I hope we can find the liberating mission chain. More supply raids in 1 hour. Sure, guys, I'm gonna be able to do that. This place, because we can't stop the supply raids, the strength is probably going to go to 6. There you go. Strength 6. But we did get that one. But that is 13 to 15 enemies. And that's gonna suck. I have a squad of 6. Alright, let's try it. 13 to 15 enemies is no joke. And it's probably gonna get another one of those big groups of 8 that we fought earlier. Let's hope we can make it work. Thanks to the fact that we have a Spark and a Grenadier in this team, if we find a group of 8, we have our first laser rifle in there as well. We could potentially use heavy weapons and grenades to decimate a large group. We're not going to be stuck with our pants down as much as last time.
Menace 1-5. The disabled Advent convoy is just ahead. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces.
Very well. So... Right, so we're in a corner there, and we have sort of a small high ground. Very well, if I look a bit further, the end of the map is over here. So I can surmise that the convoy will be in this direction, somewhere around there. Very well. Sometimes checking your position, where you are at the map, and where you're expected to go is, you know, really important. So, we're gonna try not to blow our cover right now. We're gonna try and take the best possible ambush, because we don't have a time limit on this one. We have a lot of enemies. Thus, how we lose our stealth and how we do our ambush will be key to success.
No need to ask twice.
So for now, let's keep to this high ground if we can. If we can set up an ambush for people down there, I would call that a win.
I'm all over it.
Go, go, go.
For now, I'm just moving forward. I don't expect any enemies here because we are in the corner. So, for now, let's just keep moving in that
Location
direction.
confirmed.
Husker, our first laser rifle guy, which is a ranger. Makes sense. Alright, we see our first group, which it appears to be a small one of only 3.
Moving to position.
Let's take a better position, perhaps get a better view. It looks like a small group of 3. In the grand scale of 13 to 15, that's not a lot.
Affirmative, moving out.
However, in my experience,
On Overwatch.
in those kinds of missions, the enemies are often grouped together a lot. Compared to, say, patrolling a city.
Okay.
Got it covered.
So I'm not gonna jump the gun. I'm gonna put everybody on Overwatch, and if I get discovered, well, it's gonna be a free Overwatch round.
Roger.
If I don't, there you go, there's another group right there. That's what I meant. And there's 5 of them, so that would make this total at 8.
Got eyes on a hostile squad.
Now it's a lot more dangerous, a lot more real. Right, so. There's 2 ways to go about it. So we can be aggressive and fire a big gun or grenade at this large group right away. Or we can be a bit more patient and perhaps be discovered on purpose during our Overwatch. Because if we get discovered, we while everybody's on Overwatch, we essentially get a free Overwatch turn, and then we can act right away. Which is a very viable strategy.
Overwatch initiated.
Affirmative. Cover.
By putting the mech here, the mech will probably be discovered if these guys come forward. But that's on purpose.
Overwatch. Roger. I've got
I'm gonna get a free Overwatch and then use heavy weapons. But they're going the opposite way. Right. And these guys are going away. Oh, interesting. Right. Well, this group of 5 would be a fine start to the mission, I think. Where's our explodey boy? Our explodey boy is over here, volcano. Too far to make a difference, so never mind. We're gonna do another round of overwatching.
Moving out.
Let's see what happens.
Eyes on the prize.
I'm on it. Affirmative. Covering now.
Eyes on the prize.
One more round of Overwatch. They're going away again. Okay, well, please be patient with me as I explain how and we're gonna use our ambush will perhaps determine the success of this mission. So, I'm not sure if we should pursue these guys or just wait around until they come back around.
Scanning target area.
Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, they're coming back around. Alright, so allow me one more round of overwatching everybody.
Eyes on the prize.
And if they come closer, again, if I'm not discovered, then I will be in a grenade range. Doesn't look like I'm discovered. Alright. Well then, Mr. Mech, can you blast these guys? I can blast 4 of them with this. With the shredder gun, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to put at least 1 person or 2 in Overwatch, but not all of them. I'm going to keep Volcano active so that I can use a grenade. I'm going to put Husker in Overwatch. And our sniper in Overwatch. Then I will overdrive you right away, so that you will be to fire again after you use your big gun. And I believe this will be as good as it gets to start off this mission. Now I just need to get 4 of them. I was able to get 4 of them, right? And get a good tricky targeting. Gotta finesse it a bit. There you go. Woohoo!
A significant loss of life.
A significant loss of life, indeed. Now, hopefully, our Overwatch is gonna catch 1 or 2 of these. Yeah, sure.
Deflection.
Please get him. Yes. Plan is working.
Hostile target down.
Plan is working. So, using the Shinobi is risky because I'm probably gonna trigger another group. So I'm gonna send you down. Something like here.
Moving on target.
So that I can get the mech. Overdrive, finish him off, please. Not quite.
Minimal armor penetration.
Okay, so finishing off the mech is a priority because that thing can use a grenade on us and really ruin our day. So we'll fire with our grenade guy. Marvelous. Just 1 damage, but that's all we needed. Then I'll take the risk to go Shinobi. Because I brought the mech here, they did not trigger another group, I think. We will be fine by doing this.
I'm spotted.
Blade Master critical. Are we good?
You see that?
No, we're not. Fuck. Well, at least you come into play. It's a good hit. But now our Shinobi is in a bad spot. And we get more.
Advent forces in
Wow.
targeting range.
So we're gonna get 6 active enemies against us. Ugh. God damn. Alright, well you move twice, and then you get a suicidal... It's an unconscious. Okay. Well, unconscious, it's actually a good thing, because now... Ow. Nobody else is gonna target you. Right, so... like I said earlier, in those missions, the enemies are often grouped together. And that's what I meant by it. Often don't get a break between waves. Alright, so first things first. Let's take a look at our beautiful sniper. And his options. Let's try and kill the stun lancer outright. to graze.
I might have winged him.
Ogre, I need to move you into a better cover.
Moving to position.
You get a 45, which isn't great. Okay, other options. Volcano. I'm not as afraid as of the sectoid because they're most likely going to do zombies and mine shenanigans. But we absolutely need to finish off this guy so that we don't get hit by another melee attack. The scout there is very accurate. So, we'll use the mech, because the mech does not need cover, and I can just do that.
Approach.
Goodbye to you. Okay.
Targeting
Not
unit.
needing cover is very useful.
Ammunition
So I'm gonna bring down... No, I'm not. There's a flamethrower guy as well. I think we're out of the range of the flamethrower here, but I'm not gonna go down with other humanoid. This scout I will suppress.
Bringing the pain.
Volcano here. It's just gonna overwatch because I assume the flamethrower is gonna want to move in closer to use his flamethrower. So let him come. Yeah. Probably a zombie. There you go. Oh, you're gonna burn the overwatch on the zombie? No, the other guy in the back. Yeah. And you are going to do more zombies. Okay, let's hope that works. It's only a graze. Alright, but at least you were out of range for your flamethrower. That bet was won. And more zombies. Well, on one side, zombies don't do direct damage. On the other, the battlefield is now cluttered with 3 more enemies,
Hostile units engaging this position.
which are in melee range with us. So I think Volcano is going to do a very sensible thing, and that is blowing shit up.
Fire in the hole!
Only 1 damage. Yeah, these flamethrower guys, they have upgraded... Oh. There you go. They have blast padding is what I was looking for, I think. Protection against explosion. Ah, fuck me.
Optical system recalibrating. Additional ammo required.
Zombies. Oh, I have a 100 on that sectoid. I'll take it, and that's gonna take care of a zombie. At least that worked.
Target neutralized.
Right. And then I'll just reload.
Rock and roll.
So. I'm going to go here. That's gonna place me at odds with this guy. I may get shot by the sectoid by doing that, but I absolutely want to get rid of the flamethrower guy before he gets in range. So I'm gonna take it. And if he explodes, he doesn't, he could have taken out a zombie. So I'm gonna attempt to take out a zombie with you.
I'm on it.
I don't want the zombie to melee one of my character, which will probably happen. Now there's at least one other on the field.
Target neutralized.
But at least the biggest threats are done. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. But at least it's a mental attack, if not direct damage. It's resisted. It's gonna get feedback. I'll take it. It's a miss. Will do.
Taking fire over here.
This scout is problematic. These scouts are usually accurate. Just like that. But at least the mech has a lot of armor and ablative armor, so that doesn't really matter. You attack the mech. That's great. Okay. We're good. We're good. Lost the loot, but we had other priorities. Right. Right. So, I am out of ammo with you. So I'm just gonna reload and blast the zombie. It'll be done. It's much better or efficient to kill the sectoid, but that's what we have. Let's take that beautiful shot on the scout. Beautiful. It's not a kill, but it's great damage by the sniper. So what are your other options? You have a 25 and a 0. And I need to get you into better cover so you don't get shot by him. Questions, I have them. I could simply volcano somebody. Like this.
Heads down.
It's not a kill, but I just broke his cover. So then I'll be able to use the ranger to mop it up. Hopefully you're gonna get a hit. There we go. Ranger locked on, can just reload. Ogre. I need to get you down into a better shooting position to finish off this guy if I can. I mean, you don't have the range from here. From here you would get a beautiful shot, but I won't take the risk. I'll just put you right here. 0. Why? Tactical upgrade. Dark event tactical upgrade. That's the one. The innate defense of 10. Lone wolf minus 12. Yeah, these it's starting to get real. They're starting to be very difficult. I'm actually just gonna reload.
Ready to engage.
Alright, but there's only 2 of them left. If we don't take too much damage in this round, I will call that a win. Okay, I'll call that a win.
They're all over me.
So, Ogre, you could wake up our friend on the floor here. That would be valid. But what I'll do is I'll go kill that bastard with Husker. Hopefully. 62. Bastard hard to hit. But 2 damage graze was enough.
It has to be dead.
And now that little guy right there.
Movement engaged.
You may have come a bit too close, my friend. Too close to a mech.
Unit still engaged.
A very skilled mech, apparently.
Imminent reload required.
I'm gonna poke you to death. I'm gonna poke you to death. I'm gonna poke you. Poke. Alright, is that it?
Target eliminated.
No, there's more out there. Okay. So, reload and overwhelm. But I believe I've taken out at least most of them. Must be at least one group I didn't count. I didn't count how much we took out.
Locked and loaded.
But to a 13 to 15 enemies. I believe we got most of them at least. I'm gonna attempt to get this. Hope that's not a mistake. Advanced suppressor is a good start. I did not trigger more. Okay, it was a good thing.
Moving to Overwatch.
So now that the that dangerous pass, maybe I can go wake up our dude here. Or not? No, I need 2 turns, to a full turn to wake somebody up. Overwatch.
For targets.
And Overwatch.
Scanning.
So allow me to just take my time a bit to regroup, get everybody back up, until we go hunt down the last one. I'm gonna reload you, which should have done earlier, to be honest.
Setting Overwatch.
Our sniper here is gonna stay on the high ground. You can go get better cover, because I'm not gonna leave you out there.
Overwatch.
Spark plug, you're gonna be disoriented, so just hunker down for now.
Fast. Overwatch.
I've got movement. Heads up.
Alright, we got movement.
I'll just go do that then.
So I'm gonna bring Volcano here to get a look at what's out there and have good cover.
I'm on it.
Husker, we're gonna go join our friends over there.
Running.
Spark, you can just move closer. So will Lockdown, I'll need to bring you into a new sniper nest.
Moving to Overwatch.
So this round 2 will just be repositioning. But now we have an idea where the last group is.
Enemy activity.
And we're in an attempt to ambush them. Alright. So I'm gonna move slowly forward with the big guy, leaving our fleshy counterpart on the high ground.
Set Overwatch priority.
Like the sniper.
Move.
You can move a wee
Move
bit.
to position.
You can too.
Finally. On
Moving
Overwatch.
to Overwatch. Come get some.
Scanning.
Let's see what we got.
Activity in range.
Still this way. Ogre, get over here. Spark plug, you can afford to go here. Volcano 2 is going to come down.
Affirmative.
So is Husker. I'm gonna leave the sniper on top, of course. But the rest of these guys, they can join the hunt down there. Lockdown, you can take this better position at the corner.
Staying put.
Scanning.
I'm on it.
Got it covered.
There's something out there.
Alright, so I'm gonna start moving in. Now that everybody is regrouped and reloaded. We're gonna start by bringing the mech up.
Moving.
And I'm gonna push. I'm gonna bring the mech all the way out. And there we go.
Targeting sensors locked on Advent forces.
You get 4 of them. And we, whoop, pardon the camera. We had a 64 and a 61. I will go for the 61 because it's gonna be a kill. It's one or not.
Maybe a flesh wound.
It was going to be one less gun on the field. That was the idea, at least. You are in range of someone, but that would be a suicidal rush. I can, however, just bring you
Here
here
I come.
to do charge next turn and have better odds.
Here I come.
What I'll do is I'll bring these guys forward, even if it's not the best cover. I'm gonna put them in Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Got it covered. Got it covered.
Come get
I'm gonna let the mech be the target bait. Yeah, wasting your poison on the mech, perfect.
Minimal plate damage detected.
I'm not so happy about that damage, but mechs, they're easier to repair than human soldiers. And the Overwatch paid off.
That's it.
I'll take it.
Incoming fire.
Okay. That was not bad. First things first, sniper, because he's not gonna move. It's his easiest choice to do. He's staying there and shooting. Alright, so we have 3 enemies. That would be a kill, and you are immune to Overwatch, so that is a good one. Sidewinder is a more dangerous enemy that would be great to finish off, though. So if I bring the Grenadier forward, I can blow up this guy, maybe? Or maybe his cover. That'll do. So 2 enemies left. Husker is a bit far, sadly. So I'm gonna activate overdrive. And I will try to go get the trooper in the back with the mech. And hopefully then I can kill the Sidewinder with a melee attack. That is my plan. Let's see if the soldiers will execute it. That is the question. First part done. Second part. Can you 99%? Let's see if that actually means something. It does! Plan successful.
How many is that now?
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Enemy kills 18. I thought that was 13 to 15 mission. Did I miss a memo somewhere? Well, we do have 4 wounded, but most of these wounds are not much, like 1 or 2 HP. And we got 18 enemies killed, with 6 of our own. I call that a win. I will call that a win.
Destruction left in their wake. XCOM refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them.
Right.
We are grateful to the elders for their
Spark.
once and for all.
I told you they were useful. Alright, so what do we got? I think most of them only lightly wounded, like 4 days, 4 days. Not a lot. 7 for you, 6 for you. It's not the best, but those are easy to fix. Husker. Those are always difficult choices as well. I'm gonna go for aggression because you have walk fire instead of the usual ever vigilant. You're gonna go aggression. Spark plug. You are a blade master, so blade master, you will continue. Cutthroat it is. Mr. Ogre, you're getting some interesting choices now. Shredder is excellent, but it can be fixed by using ammo for shredding armor, which I intend to give you at one point or another. So I'm gonna go Hail of Bullet. Hail of Bullet is a guaranteed hit, so it is so goddamn useful. Hail of Bullet it is. Spark! That is our second spark. You, instead of getting adaptive aim, are gonna go formidable. You're gonna be a tough guy. Which will just prove how useful that is right now. Ah, beautiful. Because it was a full sweep. There we go. Helium core, advanced, alloys, supplies. We get an advanced mech wreck. I think that's our first. It's gonna be goddamn useful. Sectoid autopsy. Vent mech breakdown. There we go. Purifier. That's gonna help a lot. And suddenly we have 16 available soldiers and 155 supplies.
We're ready to go, Commander. If you need a Skulljack, we can build one at any time.
Yeah, I know. Skulljack, but... Spark.
Interesting choice. I'll send word as soon as we're finished.
One more spark. And then I should have... When these debris are cleared out, I should have, what, 150 supplies, and we can use that to build half a dozen laser rifle. When we do that, perhaps we'll have enough of a potent group to go after the headquarters. Maybe.
Throughout our world, and by
Okay, so I think that will be it for this one, guys. I think we've had a very successful episode, taking out a convoy and stopping a dark event. We are doing okay now, sort of, until the next retaliation, I guess. Alright, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching until the end. Please do some YouTube stuff, and I will see you next time. Thank you.